my loves, Bahamian celebrity artist Jamaal Rolle drew a beautiful paint of Mother's Blessing. The very title alone sends an immediate rush of emotion, a stirring sensation that rises through anyone who gazes upon it, because the work captures something more than color, more than imagery, more than delicate strokes laid down by steady hands. It holds a feeling, an energy, an unspoken warmth that lingers long after the eyes drift away. There is something profoundly touching about the idea of a blessing gently bestowed from beyond, a soft, radiant presence watching over a moment filled with love, new beginnings, and heartfelt devotion, illuminating everything with a glow that feels otherworldly yet comforting. So many artists who know Harry's love for his gorgeous mom have gifted Harry beautiful pics with her in them. Each gift holds meaning far exceeding the material surface. Every artistic tribute is a testament to how deeply that connection is admired and respected across continents, generations, and hearts that have never even met him personally. These creations carry admiration, affection, and acknowledgement of the enduring bond he speaks of so often, that unbreakable thread between mother and child that refuses to fade even as life moves forward in unpredictable ways. Artists everywhere feel compelled to honor that emotion. They recognize the tenderness held in memories, the longing, the pride, the inspiration woven through his life, and they attempt to capture a glimmer of it in their pieces. Some portray gentle smiles, some depict angelic embraces, others form scenes of tranquility, strength, or quiet reflection, and each one becomes its own tiny beacon of respect, its own way of saying, "The world remembers." I hope the Sussexes have a photo of this painting. It is extraordinary, truly extraordinary, in the sense that it feels as though it transcends the boundaries of ordinary portraiture, as if the canvas breathes, whispers, and glows with meaning, as if the moment captured has its own pulse. The unbelievable richness of the colors, the careful layering of light, the emotional message embedded in every detail, all of it creates an experience that feels almost cinematic, as though the artwork itself is telling a story. It would be wonderful if they possess a copy or even a glimpse of it, because its significance stretches far beyond aesthetics. It's the kind of piece that enriches the spirit, reminding anyone who sees it that love doesn't end, connections aren't broken, and blessings can emerge in the most unexpected forms. It radiates comfort. It radiates memory. It radiates continuity. That kind of extraordinary beauty deserves to be preserved, treasured, and admired for generations yet to come. Jamaal Rolle made a portrait for Prince Harry and presented it to him during his visit to the Bahamas on March 4th, 2012, for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee celebrations. That moment, embedded in vibrant island sunlight and cheerful surroundings, stood as a symbol of artistry meeting admiration. The gesture itself carried a sense of excitement, pride, and appreciation, an artist offering something crafted with genuine care, and a guest receiving it with acknowledgement of the talent and effort behind it. There's something incredibly touching about the way such moments linger, not just the handing over of a frame, but the atmosphere around it, the warmth of the people present, the cultural richness of the Bahamas, the joy of celebration, the historical significance of the Jubilee, and the genuine sincerity of an artist honored to share his work. The portrait became more than a depiction. It became a moment frozen in time, intertwined with the memory of an event celebrated by nations. It became part of a story larger than itself, a story carried through years, continually referenced with fondness. I bet also Uncle Charles would love such beauty of picture as he sees his late beautiful sister in it. The thought itself is moving, because beauty has a way of reaching inward, unlocking emotions tucked away in quiet corners of the heart. The idea of him gazing at an image portraying a cherished sister, captured with grace, warmth, and a spirit that feels both familiar and ethereal, would be undeniably powerful. It would stir memories that anchor themselves in childhood, shared experiences, laughter, history, and bonds that cannot be rewritten. It would evoke tenderness, nostalgia, perhaps even bittersweet comfort.
reminding him of days long past yet never forgotten.
There is something profoundly compelling about the thought of someone witnessing such artistry and feeling an immediate connection, not just to the painting, but to what the painting symbolizes: love, loss, legacy, continuity, a reminder that those who leave us physically can still appear in brushstrokes, colors, and creative expression, offering a sense of presence that transcends time. Such beauty would surely resonate deeply, not simply because of the image, but because of the memory it evokes. And when reflecting on all these details, one can feel a growing sense of wonder at how art weaves itself through lives, memories, and legacies. There is something almost magical about how a single painting can carry meaning for so many people in so many different ways. Some see hope, some see remembrance, some see strength, others see healing. And yet, all of these responses, though varied, unite in reverence for the emotional truth captured within the piece. That is the power of Bahamian talent, passion, and artistic vision, the ability to transform imagination into something that resonates across oceans. What makes this even more thrilling is how each component seems to ripple outward, creating deeper significance as one reflects upon it. The original tribute given years earlier during the Jubilee celebrations, the later creation of Mother's Blessing infused with grace and spiritual symbolism, the admiration from countless artists determined to honor a bond that has inspired the world, the hope that extraordinary beauty finds its way to those who would cherish it most, the emotional resonance that stretches into family memories, historical ties, and heartfelt connections. The very idea that these works exist, each one carrying its own emotional glow, adds layers of depth to the narrative surrounding love, lineage, remembrance, and artistic tribute. Every brushstroke becomes part of a larger tapestry. Every color holds meaning. Every detail sparks curiosity. Viewers can't help but lean in closer, wanting to feel the full weight of what has been created, wanting to understand the sentiment behind every line and shade. This is where fascination grows even stronger. There's a sense of suspense lingering through the story, as though something extraordinary continues to unfold. The imagery inspires imagination. The history behind the gestures gives everything a richer tone. The emotional connections intensify the entire experience, creating an atmosphere filled with tenderness, excitement, and heartfelt respect. And the thought of how various individuals might respond to such artistic brilliance adds suspense that keeps the mind racing. Even from afar, the impact is undeniable. People who have never met the artist or the subject still feel moved, they feel inspired, they feel connected to something larger than themselves. That is the mark of true artistic power, the ability to transcend distance, culture, and circumstance and still touch hearts in ways that linger long after the first glance. What is most enthralling is how this intertwines with themes of legacy. The works don't simply portray moments, they preserve emotion, they protect memory, they safeguard stories that continue to matter, and each time someone stumbles upon one of these creations, whether displayed in a gallery, shared online, or tucked within a cherished collection, they discover something new, a new feeling, a new perspective, a new appreciation for how creativity preserves love, continuity, and remembrance. This continuous thread of artistry creates a sense of anticipation, as though more beauty may unfold in the future, more tributes, more breathtaking creations, more heartfelt interpretations of a bond that has stirred the hearts of millions. There is no limit to the ways artists express admiration, and each new piece adds another chapter to an ever-expanding tale of affection and respect. Every element, from the earlier portrait delivered during a historic celebration to the deeply emotional Mother's Blessing, carries a magnetic quality that draws people in with irresistible force. The emotional energy is so vivid, so palpable, that it feels almost alive. People can't help but respond. They can't help but feel moved. They can't help but sense something profound beneath the surface. The resonance is so strong that it becomes impossible to look away.